this is a real addiction.
This real
Social media.
addiction.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was just happy she has a phone.
Sometimes I feel like I have it.
And
I mean, I had mine in late 20s, and I thought that was, I could have had them, but I couldn't. I wasn't even married. Hey, assalamu alaikum, everyone. This is Sana. I'm again here with Sunny, and we're gonna be reviewing again after a long break. So,
long break.
yeah, I forgot how to review. So, we're gonna be reviewing a drama called it's called Doosra Chehra. And I just started watching it because I saw there was a short series. I'm like, okay, fine, let me just give it a try. So, and then I recommended it to Sunny, and she liked it too. And so
Yeah.
we decided to review it.
Yeah. And it's
So
really short. It's just 4 episodes, right?
it's just, yeah, 4 episodes.
Yeah. And had a good star cast, right? Like, so we have Adil Hussain, we have Sanam Saeed, and Sabur Ali, and Ariz Ahmed.
Aris Ahmed, yeah.
Ahmed. Yeah. It's on Seven Sky, and then the director is Shehrazadi Sheikh. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correct. And the writer is pretty good. I mean, it's Rida Bilal. I think
Rida Bilal, yes.
she's the one who's writing Parvarish, I think. It's
No,
on
no, no,
air.
no, 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 I
She's
don't
the
think
one?
so. No.
Okay, okay. But have you seen her shows before?
I have. I watched her Khudgars and another one before.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. You want to tell a little bit summary of the story?
so basically, like the story is about this girl who is. Let me just fix this thing. This girl. They're basically two couples. One is always in the limelight. Actors, influencers, they're always on social media, and the other couple is kind of like just ordinary people,
Mm-hmm.
um, and kind of trying to make ends meet.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl is basically the girl from the other from the I guess the middle class couple. She's always online and just following these celebrities and influencers, and she's just really impressed with their lifestyle, and she wants a lifestyle like that. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
how
Yeah.
relevant is that? Like,
Oh man, have you seen such characters in real life? I have.
of course.
Yeah.
Even I'm like, okay, I
Yes.
want that too. And then I'm like, and then I tell myself, okay, you know what? Like,
Do you really want to spend 24,000 in on a bag? No.
no, I mean, bags, I'm never attracted to bags. I don't understand the point of buying a brand name that expensive, like, which you can just gonna throw stuff in.
Yeah. Well, in this show, you see her, right? That this girl is promoting
Yeah.
a
Oh, yeah.
bag or a brand, and then so the two couples. One is Salman and Komal. That's the middle class couple, and that's played by Arez and Sabur
Yeah.
Ali. And then we have the celebrity couple, that's Adil and Sanam.
Mm-hmm.
And we see the struggles at both end. One is
Mm-hmm.
not visible to the public. The other is very, very much visible to the public, sort
Yes.
of, right? And
Yeah,
but
sort of.
the husband is a really, devoted husband here in this case, while the
Yeah.
while the wife she takes her liberties a lot. So I'm
Yes,
just
yes. I mean, so the characters that I really liked are the two girls, I think. Like their
yes,
characters were really good. Like very well written.
very well written. Yes.
Lots of layers to it, especially Sanam Saeed's character has layers.
Yeah, I love the way she switches. Remember, like when she's looking through, she's kind of grumpy and looking through the cloth, through the stack of clothes in the showroom, and then
Yeah.
her husband goes like, "Oh, I'm going to start recording," and she immediately just switches back her celebrity face and starts recording.
Yes.
Yeah, and then she was very natural when she was very down and low, and her husband tries to patch up with her and takes her out for a night out, and then suddenly they see people around like flocking their cars.
Right,
Those
yeah.
those expressions were so normal.
So why did she get this panic attack when she saw all these people coming to see her? I mean,
Yeah,
she's been in the limelight before, right?
yeah, yeah. So that wasn't clear to me. My guess is she's prone to panic attacks, and the fact that she's pregnant, or maybe that was causing more attacks.
Maybe,
I
yeah,
don't know.
maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
But they don't say that in the story. They don't elaborate on it. But
Like
my
why? Like
guess
exactly.
is something, maybe she's prone to it, and she didn't want to be there.
Another scene when she was in the bathroom.
Mm.
I don't know if you remember, like she's like,
Ah, she was like
yes,
fixing, and that was like she was actually sitting with her friends and having a conversation, and suddenly she sees something on her phone. She gets up and she goes to the restroom and starts fixing her face. Oh my
was it
God.
because of like, I mean, was she looking at her wrinkles or I don't
My
know.
guess is they had probably posted and somebody commented something about her
Something.
recent
Oh, okay.
wrinkles. So that kind of prompted her to go. But that is so scary, right? For being like
Yes.
you get this kind of attacks that normal people don't get.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, normal people do.
really, to do? I don't think I've ever checked my wrinkles.
I mean, no. I'm always like, okay, let me go check myself in the mirror and see,
Oh, oh, okay, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. And then her husband also commented something like,
I think he did say something. I don't
yeah.
know.
He also commented something about her spending time in the restroom, something about,
He's like,
he,
room, yeah, like bathroom में होगी, like अपने आप को देख रही होगी.
हाँ हाँ ऐसा कुछ बोला उसने.
It was,
And the cut to
yeah.
the second couple, and this is so cute. But I love the way Sabur Ali portrayed it. Like she's
She
constantly,
was really good.
she's very good. Like the way she's nagging and the way she's like, always grumpy that she doesn't like this.
Yeah. And then like, and I'm like, you're just sitting at home doing nothing. Okay,
Yes,
dude, like get out,
browsing.
like, get off of your ass. Okay.
Yeah, there's a question I want to ask you there. Is like, so see, she is obviously influenced by this particular couple, right? But
Hmm.
but why is she not influenced by her the fact that this woman is a working woman? She goes to work, she has a career. Why
I mean,
did
she's
that not
yeah,
influence
huh.
her, right?
I mean, so right. I mean, she because she knows that the stuff that she's getting is from her with her own money.
On money, yes. And then
Hmm.
she wants the husband to behave like that. She wants to own bags and stuff like that. But then
Hmm.
why isn't this other aspect of that woman's character influence her to
You
go
just
out there and,
take whatever is more suitable to you.
yeah, I suppose so, right?
I mean, even when she starts teaching, she's like she's losing interest.
Yeah, she's like,
Or whatever.
मैंने बोल दिया auditions के लिए, right?
Yeah. You like when she eventually starts working, so she's not really interested in it. So.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing is, like, when the husband says, okay, like, you have been topper and you have all these degrees and whatever, and then you're
Hmm.
just sitting at home and not doing anything. Why don't you work? And she's like, do you want me to work? I mean, why is it even a question? Like, why can't you work? I mean,
Yeah.
if you had responsibilities, made sense, but then why can't you work? And
Right.
then, and
Yeah.
then, and her attitude is like, मैं यहाँ परेशान हो रहा हूँ तो मैं उसे भी परेशान करूँगी. He's at work. He's at work,
Yeah.
but she would be like bugging him at work. So that was odd. And then secondly, I mean, I guess this is what addiction is, right? Like the fact that she lost her phone and she knows their financial status, and yet the husband arranges for a phone, and she doesn't even ask, like, where did the money come from? How did you manage?
No, and this is a real addiction. The
This is real
social media.
addiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was just happy she has a phone.
Sometimes
Um,
I feel like I have it.
and I haven't had withdrawal yet, so I guess I'm not addicted.
I'm like I cannot. Well, I do sometimes not go on Instagram for a day or something.
Yeah, so I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
we qualify as addicts. I mean, if I have free time, I do browse. Like I'm sitting and waiting for a class
Yeah.
to get over, I do browse. But then if I don't browse, I don't get like, oh my God, I haven't browsed today or I haven't checked
Hmm.
this thing today. So yeah, but I've seen like how households like that where the woman's
Yeah.
just sitting in a
It's like a
corner browsing all day long. She's not paying interest to the kids and to the husband. She's just on her
hmm.
own world. I've seen that. So that way it was such a relevant topic to discuss. Few things I was like, are employers really that forgiving? Like, you stole money and they're
I
like,
mean, yeah, they showed a good aspect, I guess.
yeah,
A forgiving aspect, which is good
yeah,
because he was I guess a long standing employee who had a good record, I guess.
record, yeah,
So he basically gave him another chance.
true.
I
I
guess we could
mean,
let that go.
yeah, that can be let, yeah. But I'm like, you could have just told her your intention that I need the money. Can I borrow from you? And then my loan is
Hmm.
getting sanctioned anyways. I'll return it to you.
I mean, I would just say to them like, "Hey, like my wife needs a phone."
Yeah.
Sad today.
Yes.
You cannot live without it right
I mean, if
now.
you're that honest, like, why not just, just say upfront
Yeah,
that,
yeah, I would totally.
yeah.
Yeah.
Secondly, like, there was a time when she was talking to her mother, and
Yeah.
and and it's like bright daylight in the in the back, and she's saying it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and the husband just walks in from work, and I'm like, a the daylight and the thing doesn't match, and then the husband, who works till 2 in the morning for
I don't
in a car showroom, like, that was so bizarre.
I don't yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like that he was late from work because he was getting a phone for her. Was that the day?
No, it was something different. Like, she was talking to her mother, I remember,
Mm.
and that's when it happened. And but the my biggest issue was, like, and this has come up in a lot of shows where the wife just says that I'm pregnant.
I mean, she was forced to say that.
No, I mean,
I mean,
there could be, I mean, other things that she could have, like, said to calm down the situation, not anything like that.
okay, so she was nagging and everything and like kind of just being bratty. Just
Yeah.
like emotional
Yes.
PMSing. So she's like I'm gonna make up something and say like I'm pregnant. With a
I'm
fan
pregnant.
report, like so something like that. I think that it just slipped from her tongue.
Right. And I've seen this being used in a number of shows, including some Indian shows. And
Mm.
like, this is, I mean,
Because
you,
so girl has importance when she's pregnant, and it is so
yes.
sad.
Yeah. Well, this particular case, it wasn't like the it was a doting husband,
Not the husband,
regardless,
the mother-in-law.
the mother-in-law. So yeah, she was getting stressed by the mother-in-law, but her
Mm,
argument with her husband, she
mm.
wanted to stop the argument by saying, "Oh, I'm pregnant." How are you going to
Yeah,
back it up? Like, what are you going to say next? One lie will lead
yeah.
to another,
You
right?
don't think that, right? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
But why so? Somebody who's as intelligent as that, will they really do something like this? I don't know, because
But
they
and
they
then my other thing is like, is that a girl's only importance? Like that she's pregnant, and that's when she's
so
given
yeah.
respect and importance. Like that's my other question here, and that's
Um,
it happens a lot. So
in some families, it is like, you are giving me an heir. That's an important thing. You're
like when you
giving
get pregnant,
me
people are
a,
like, oh yeah, beto, aram se this, like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. You
you're given
khalo
special
juice.
treatment.
Yeah, you're given special treatment. I
Even
mean,
with
this,
like with your own parents too, right? Like, you go to your mom's
yeah,
house, you're
yeah,
pregnant,
yeah.
like
Yeah, and that's a nice thing, right? And the mother asking, yes, in Indian and Asian society, it is an issue. They do keep asking you about, when are you having starting your family. It's quite a natural thing to do that. They don't have that consciousness
I've asked
there
people
as
too.
much.
I'm like, I asked them like, I'm not trying to be nosy or that auntie, but like,
I haven't
have
because
you ever thought about having
uh,
a baby?
yeah.
I've asked
I
someone. It
yeah.
was odd too. Like it was like someone that I just met online too.
I have never done that,
And
because
someone
partly
famous
because
too. And
I
someone
took a
famous.
long time.
Like
Very famous.
someone a little famous.
Oh boy.
What, are you gonna have a baby? Like she's like I'm like, I'm not trying to be like, I don't care. Like,
I can
actually I
give
just
you some
wanted to
advice.
no, I just wanted to share something with her, like about like kids, babies.
That's still, I guess that works. It's from you're not that nagging auntie.
I mean, I'm like, I don't care if you don't have kids, but I'm just wanting to ask you, like, are you ever going to? Is
Yeah,
that in the plans?
yeah. I personally would never,
But
but
I think you
still.
should have kids like, earlier than later in your marriage.
I mean, that's what one thing I have realized for sure. Like,
My husband's like, I should have had for my first baby when I was 20. Like,
maybe not 20.
he's like, it's really hard running around when you're like 40.
Yes, that is one thing I would completely endorse. I would totally
Like,
endorse.
when if I were younger, like I would have just had more energy for the kid.
That is the most important point, and patience as well. And my cousin had his first child when he was 48. So
Wow.
Yeah, so I've taken
Yeah.
people taking plunges
I
early
mean,
in their
one of my
lives.
friends got married really early, like at 20. She had a baby when she was 21, her first one. So she
Hmm.
had a long time to have lots of babies, right? So
Hmm.
fourth was when her oldest was 18. So
Oh
she had a
wow.
fourth. I mean, so so she had like a lot of time to space them out and
Yeah, yeah. She's
so
still 38,
that's one
38. So
advantage you get.
yeah, of course. I mean, I completely agree with having babies in your late 20s as opposed to
I mean, I had mine in late 20s and I thought that was, I could have had them, but I couldn't. I wasn't even married, so
yeah.
I guess you could.
I think late 20s is just the right time to get started. My preference. But nonetheless, it's a great show. We are detouring from the show, and it's a great show that emphasizes on the potential addiction we do develop while and get
Right. And then
influenced.
one thing I really liked about the show was that they did not show her being pregnant at the end or having a
Yes.
baby at the end. Like,
Yes.
so that emphasized that you don't have to have a baby to be happy in your life.
Right, exactly. Especially when you have the supportive system around
Mm-hmm,
you,
yeah.
right? And I love that they say that they make the celebrity couples say that you're putting all the good stuff about us out there. How about the bad stuff as well?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
in the show, he goes like, "Well, we've shown you the good. This is the bad that I have an empty
लेकिन
seat
बुरा
next
कौन
to me."
दिखाता है अपना
वही
हम भी
तो
नहीं
फिर
दिखाते like,
हाँ but then when अच्छा दिखा रहे हो it's not that you're influencing, you're showing off at the end
yeah.
of the day, right?
Even we like
So
scratch off our bad reviews.
do you? I
Like
don't
the
think
ones that are
so.
not good. Like we just the ones that have like some technical problems, we don't show it,
Oh,
right? Who
yeah,
wants
the
to show their bad
technically,
stuff?
yeah, but that's different. It's like when you are hosting like a painting exhibition, you don't put in like your scratches. You put in your complete.
Right.
And this is for us. YouTube is our exhibition, right? So that's why. But your life is not an exhibition.
But that's
You
how it
live
is for these people then.
for this. Yeah, and
It
so the
becomes
I
like that unless you want to stay away from social media at all. Like just quit. That's it.
right. But then I think the influencers are also forgetting that influencing doesn't mean just showing all the good, good, good. I mean, you have to show the bad as well so that people understand both aspects of
Hmm.
things, right? Like they could, I mean, a celebrity can show his or her struggle, like, balancing work.
Right.
I'm not ready with my makeup, but yet there's a crew in front of me. They can
I
also show
mean,
those
they
things.
some do actually. Some I know some
Mm,
do. Some
mm,
so there's like a mom who travels with her kids. I think it's just like traveling with kids. She blogs and
mm.
she like puts her stuff like because it is about kids like blogging with little
Yeah,
kids. So
yeah.
she puts like the difficulties and things like that, like what to expect and then obviously the good stuff too.
Yeah, yeah. The travel blogs are really good. I mean, those are the things that you can follow on social media. Travel blogs,
I
you
love
know.
travel blogs. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
those are
of
the ones I
course.
love.
There's no way you can see every inch of the world, but with that you
Hmm.
can.
The other one that
So,
I follow is like, it's called Kid List. It's like doing stuff with kids in our area, in our Chicago area.
okay.
But yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I do see travel blogs quite a lot, food blogs quite a lot. So,
Hmm.
and then in general, like life
You
stuff.
know, I have a confession. I don't follow any celebrities, like hardly, just maybe two or three celebrities. You can check my Instagram too. And that's one of the reasons. Like I don't sometimes I just feel like when I look at stuff that they post, I'm like, I don't have this. I start comparing myself,
Oh,
and
do you?
that's the
Okay.
reason. Yeah, like because it does come in my head, like why am I not why don't I get to go, um, even like sometimes with my friends too, that happens, but like a lot because celebrities go and do a lot of stuff, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like I wish like I was this skinny, you know.
Mm. Ah, yes, skinny. Yes, that comes to your mind.
I wish, like, or and then like so I just stopped following.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason I don't get influenced like that.
Hmm.
Like, but yeah, like I can imagine a lot of people can get
Yeah.
influenced.
So, so
So
so for me, it's just like the best way was just to like not
stay away.
follow. जब हो
Stay
गई
away,
नहीं तो
yes.
देखो ही गई नहीं.
हाँ
Yeah.
या वो भी अच्छी आइडिया
So,
है हाँ
that's why I
नहीं
don't even look at people's stories. Like I don't know. Like I don't ever click on stories ever.
हाँ
Anybody.
मैं भी मतलब जो आते रहते हैं ब्राउज में वो ठीक है वो
मैं
देख
वो भी
लेती
नहीं
हूँ
देखती.
नहीं
Like I just don't see anybody's stories.
अच्छा
I don't.
नहीं तो मैं वो फिर भी देख लेती हूँ just one sec
Uh-huh. So
okay it's fine
unless somebody sends me their stuff, like messages it to me. Some friends do. Like they'll just send me stuff like just directly, and then I'll check it, and that's fine.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah, so I think the message is that you got to be conscious that people, celebrities are people are like regular human beings.
yeah.
So you need to be aware of
I mean,
your own
yes. And not just celebrities
circumstances.
like this, like, I mean, I could be posting, I have a 2000 whatever followers
Hmm.
and I could be posting about going somewhere, Um,
Hmm.
don't think that my life is just amazing, like I have my own struggles that the other person might not have. I was just saying that I have like about 1800 followers and I post about sometimes I do post like if I'm going somewhere
Hmm.
traveling or whatever
Hmm.
and people have to realize that like my life isn't as amazing as it might seem to be. Like I have my
Hmm.
own set of problems that the other person might not have.
Yeah.
And that is
And
important to
that is
always
the vacation you took, like away from your home, away from the set of problems we have.
right.
That's your vacation, and you're showing that. And that doesn't mean that somebody else have to strive for the same vacation, the same thing,
No,
right?
no.
So that is
And
something that they need you need to be aware of.
like
Like,
we have like you have to be conscious of this as your own person because you cannot control everyone like how what they post what they not post.
yeah, I mean, I know of this couple. They're just starting to work, and they're just starting to establish, and they're getting married. And the bride demanded that they have a destination wedding. So
Mm,
now neither of the family has funds to support that, and so instead of
yeah.
being happy about her wedding, she's very upset.
Mm,
And the reason is like some of her friends have had destination wedding,
yeah.
so that's how they are getting influenced. And when you go online, you see all these destination weddings going on. You get like influenced, right? So,
I mean not even destination weddings like just extravagant weddings sometimes like like
yeah,
you'll go online or like you'll see like a celebrity or model or whatever like have a wedding and you have this like gorgeous outfit
yeah,
that they're wearing
yes,
and you might think oh I want something like that similar
yeah, yes,
so
exactly. So it's very important to be like grounded in your own reality, and
right
then
yeah.
get influence is the
But
word. The word is
yeah, and
not follow.
I know. It's like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then people, and then, people will talk about it like endlessly. That's the other
Hmm.
thing. Like, you just cannot escape sometimes. Like, if someone, like a celebrity's getting married, even if they want to keep it low key, like every single person who's related to the industry will be talking about it,
Hmm.
posting about it,
Hmm. Yeah.
reviewing
Yes.
about it. I don't know, reviewing the outfits. Like,
Yeah. I
it's just
know.
like
Yeah. Yes.
so.
Yes.
I just silent all those people. I'm just like mute, mute, mute. Like,
I mean, when I do see them, and I see it with a particular agenda, is like, can I get can I get some ideas from the clothes they're wearing? Like maybe the
yeah.
color
I mean, unless I mean,
combination.
yeah, okay. If it's like something affordable, then that's fine.
Yeah, or you can make it affordable. Like for example, there's probably a color combination or probably a color choice that they use which match
Yeah.
their texture and their
But then,
and it
like, do these influencers really have to like give a price tag to everything? Or like
yeah.
actors like always have to like do they always have to wear something that is brand name?
But some of the celebrities actually mentioned that I'm wearing. I'm actually renting what I'm wearing. So
Who said that?
yeah, there's been a few. Like I remember.
Pakistani actress? Pakistani?
I don't know Pakistani, but I've heard some Indian actresses say that. Sonam Kapoor, for example, once mentioned that what you see on me and how am I? It takes hours to build this, and it takes a lot. It's a lot of money that goes in it. And so people criticized her for being a show off and all, but she was actually saying the right thing, and she was
Mm.
saying that none of this is my own.
Yeah,
Somebody gave
because
it to me.
they just like that's the other thing really pisses me off.
Yeah.
They just get it
Yeah.
for free. What the hell?
Yeah, they get all
I
the
know. Why can't
most of
I
their
get it for
outfits are
free?
for free,
Why
like,
can't I get it for free, right?
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
are they-
There are websites. I think there's something called Threads where you can probably rent outfit from, and you
But
can.
like they just get it for free just to like
Yes,
put it on, like a picture on. Like
yes, yes. And now you
it's
go
just
like,
so
oh, I want that
crazy.
Valentino jacket
Yeah, but
because
then like the other part, they didn't even buy it.
they didn't even buy. They get it for free. Their jewelries, everything is free. So, and
Exactly.
they have to return it when they're done.
Right. I mean,
So,
and seriously, like once you've worn it, like okay, you're done with it, right? Like dil bhar jata hai, right? Like you're just like okay, whatever.
huh, huh,
Pehen liya.
exactly.
So,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Although I'm the
so
typical Desi, एक ही earring पहन के हर party में पहुंच जाती हूँ because that's my system. So, but yeah, but it was a great show. I really, and the fact that it was just 4 episodes, I was never bored. Um,
and
you
a
know,
lot was packed in those 4 episodes.
yeah,
Never it was never there was not a boring moment. I
yeah,
think Ariz Ahmed did an amazing job.
yes. I think he was a discovery. I've never seen him before.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't have known if you hadn't mentioned that he is the same guy who's Hiba Bukhari's husband.
Hiba
And
Bukhari, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't have known. But yeah, he was stellar in this 4 episodes. I think
He was amazing.
he pretty much carried it, right? So I
Yeah.
felt,
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah,
So yeah, and then that's pretty much yeah. Like I like the ending too. It was nice. I guess like we never got a closure for they for Sanam Saeed and her husband Adil who's like the what were their names? I forgot their
so,
names.
Zara and Junaid, I
Yeah.
think.
So I
Yeah,
mean they continue to be themselves, I guess.
yeah. I mean, I'm guessing. No, they hugged, right? They hugged. They hugged it
They
out.
did, but they will still post stuff, on social
Yeah.
media. Like,
Well, some of it is like their occupational hazard. They can't stop it.
right,
Mm.
yeah,
Unless they retire, but which I
right.
probably they won't. But so, so that is
So,
there.
so that's that. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of confessions I made. Like,
You're being honest, and everybody appreciates that.
all right, so that's pretty
But
much it.
yeah.
So I guess like you guys can recommend us what to watch because I'm not watching anything regularly. I did watch a few telefilms and I liked them. The Bechara Dil was really good. Ali Ansari's were really good as well. There was Divani that was really good.
Oh.
So, but other than that, I'm not even watching anything. So I just want to ask viewers what they want us to review because to be honest, like everything sucks right now.
I completely agree with you. I tried a few. Some people recommended a few shows to me. I tried watching them. I they couldn't hook me. I felt
I
like there
couldn't
were a
even
lot of
watch like
flaws in the
Parvarish either.
Parvarish. I was actually I'm actually enjoying Parvarish, but
Really?
I've started feeling some sense of biasness in the writing. So
मुझे हमेशा से feel हुआ था like since like I just did not like the whole
hmm.
from the first couple episodes.
Hmm. Actually,
Yeah, this
शुरुआत
is
के बहुत कुछ was very relatable for me, and Hina mentioned the same thing. It was very relatable for her, and so it continues to be that there's things sequences very relatable, but it's kind of meandering to a point where um, we feel like they're trying to portray कि like जो US से आ रहे हैं या फिर abroad से आ रहे हैं उनको कुछ नहीं आता, कुछ समझ ही नहीं आता उनको. ऐसा
that's
तो
how I
नहीं है.
felt like when I first saw the show. It was like, what are you trying to show?
परवरिश जो है, so it's not a unidirectional thing कि सिर्फ US वाली परवरिश
परवरिश तो like
करेंगे.
पाकिस्तान में भी तो परवरिश होती है. Like why do you have to
उनकी भी
show someone from
परवरिश
here?
में इक्वली फ्लॉज है, एंड सो परवरिश नाम अगर दे रहे हो तो इट शुड बी लाइक यू शुड शो
Someone
द both the parts of it, right? हाँ,
right.
like some people are doing it right in Pakistan, something is going wrong in Pakistan, as well as something is going right here as opposed to going some things going wrong here as well.
Yeah.
So I've started feeling that there's a little bit of biasness in the story. I
Mm.
mean, so, but I think we'll cover it more in our Purvish review, which is coming next.
All right. Yeah.
But
I think Hina and you are going to review, right?
that's the plan because we were both liking the show. But I want us to know what Hina is feeling now. Is she still loving it, or she's also feeling
No, I think
this?
she is. Yeah. I just talked to her this morning. So
Okay.
all
But
right.
I want to
So
thank you for recommending Doosra Chehra. These are good efforts, out there, and good topics
I
that
think we
they're
should have
taking.
more of these short series. I like them.
Absolutely, packed with like a crisp storyline, packed with good
Right.
performances that you can, and it's very relevant. So,
Mhm.
that great
All
effort.
righty. I'm gonna go back to work now. All right.
Alrighty, thank
I
you
will
so much,
see you.
Sana, for joining us, and
Sure. All right. See you later. Okay. Allah
see
Hafiz.
ya. Bye bye.